Yeah.
Corey would do nasty things to Liam Neeson.
I wouldn't mind getting taken. So, Kimberly McAllister,
Stop calling me that.
4 short years.
4 short.
Yeah, started at the bottom and now we're here.
I hate you. I still hate you for that.
So we were in the Atom Machine together.
Yes, we
That was that first show.
Let's call me back.
Yeah. And I remember when I was auditioning for that, I was shaking so bad because it was like my first college show audition. It was a big deal for me, I guess.
I don't know, Atom Machine was kind of like getting thrown into the fire.
Right.
Like, I mean, it was rough sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Ben tell us that we were shit
Yeah, that was rough.
that one time.
That was rough.
But it was also a lot of fun because, like, I got to play a bunch of different parts.
You were like a sexy executioner.
Yeah, it ended up being not that sexy. It was really unfortunate.
It was definitely a very varied show.
Yeah, and I was like supposed to be the sexy one, and I wasn't even the hooker. Like,
Yeah.
but I was better at the hooker part.
We were in pretty much every show together, except
Yeah.
for was it just this year?
We did a couple not together. I don't know. You weren't in Putnam with me, but other than that, I think all the other ones we were
Yeah.
at least something, even next to normal.
Yeah. And that transition from meeting everybody in the Atom Machine and going next year to the Mousetrap, where it was just you and then everyone else was new.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. That was interesting, but it was nice to have you there along the way. It's good. Good stuff.
I liked having you with me.
Cool.
I think those 4 years are pretty big deal. I mean, no matter what I was doing, I think I was gonna be a different person. Olive was really cool, not so much just because of the part that I got to play, but of the whole cast.
Yeah.
That was one of those really cool moments, and that's kind of indicative, or not indicative, but it's like inherent in Act 5. Like, you have opportunities to either really like pull stuff together or let it fall apart. I hated my costume.
Costume is a costume.
I know, man, but it was so uncomfortable. It would unbutton every time I sat down.
At least you didn't have to take your pants off again.
No, yes,
Nice.
that was rough.
You got a break from that.
Yeah.
Um,
The audience got a break from that.
the audience got a break.
My shockingly white thighs. It was last year during spelling bee. We had to be at Memorial Auditorium all afternoon on Sunday. We were working on getting the music together, and we finally, well, I say we, I didn't have to sing the harmony, everybody else did. But it was the pas de deux, and we finally got it right. And we all just kind of stared at each other for a second, and then we all just kind of screamed at each other. And it was like it was a really awesome moment. I think one of my favorite parts of being in shows with you is your insistence that you're going to walk on stage, forget all your lines, and vomit center stage.
Yeah.
Every year.
I was convinced it was going to happen. One of my favorite moments definitely is when we were rehearsing for Mousetrap and I ended up couch
surfing?
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say couch
Yeah.
surfing. I have done 10 shows with Act 5. I acted in Atom Machine. I was assistant costumer for Little Shop of Horrors. I acted in The Lottery. I acted in The Metal Children. I did run crew for The Shape of Things. I acted in 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I did run crew for Noises Off. I was props designer for Next to Normal, and I acted in An Hour with Shakespeare, and that's 10. This is a really unique group of people, and it changes every year, but it still somehow maintains certain ways. I wish I could be eloquent. I can't. It's a group of hardworking people. Every year we manage to have people that are just go above and beyond, or knock our socks off in auditions. And we're like, we get people out of nowhere. And I think it's one of the great things about this group. We get some really awesome people, and you know, you make the best friends that you could ever want. It's so totally worth it. It's worth every second of it.
Definitely agree.
I did, oh, yeah, I did, I don't know. I did lights, no I didn't, you did lights.
Wow, okay.